Good morning, everyone. This is Gagan Sarkaria, your high achievement business coach, chiming in live from Texas here with another episode of Inspired Insights with Gagan Sarkaria. Today, I've got my soulful consultant, certified Chinese metaphysics practitioners, William Chua, with me from Singapore. Hi, William. I've got Jake Yim from Texas. Good morning, Jake.
Good morning.
And I've got Armen from Armenia. Good morning, Armen. How are you?
Good morning. Thanks.
I am so happy to be back after 2 weeks because we were all traveling to various parts of the world. And it was just a little difficult to get everybody on the bandwagon here. So we are back to our live streams today. And I've got a very nice topic that William is going to lead about Qi Men Dun Jia. And I'm going to queue up my deck here to begin so that everybody can be a part of our sharing here. So everybody can see my deck. All right, so let's begin. So today we are going to talk about Qimen, but before that, Armen has a very special message for everybody. So Armen, it's your stage.
Yes, guys. First of all, I want to remind you once again that we have an amazing Telegram channel. Here, there is a QR code that you can use this QR code and directly go to our Telegram channel and join to our Telegram channel. We share a lot of information here. Basically, we share daily forecasting and also the good directions, good timing that you can use in order to manifest and also to plan your day effectively. Also, please join our social media. We are presented on Facebook, on Instagram, as well as on YouTube. So you can join us and you can be on track. You will see how we are growing, how our community is growing, and it's going to be useful for you as well to join and be on track. So please join and be with us.
Thank you, Armen. I appreciate it. You do wonderful things, helping the whole team out with our social media management and posts. You are a great inspiration. Let me tell you for sure. You know, you encourage us to be more present on social media, and your guidance is really appreciated. We love what you share with us and how to do it. So thank you for bringing that wisdom to the team. So today, let me begin with further ado, can everybody see my screen, guys? We had an internet technical issue here. So let me talk about William. Who is William? William is a certified Chinese metaphysics practitioner from Singapore. I've known William for almost a year now. We have studied together Chinese metaphysics practitioner certification. We are doing things together, building the business together, and he's part of Gagan Sarkaria International Consulting Group. So we not only do business consulting, life consulting, mentoring, we also do organizational stuff where we can help businesses and organizations achieve success using Chinese metaphysics. So William is passionate about guiding individuals and businesses towards success with his deep knowledge of Chinese metaphysics and his mentoring personality. He comes from an industry where he has built his own business and agency, a very successful one, and has mentored many successful entrepreneurs who've risen to prominent positions in their life and careers. And that reflects his ability to inspire and cultivate talent. And he actually inspires all of us regularly to be better using Chinese metaphysics. So since 2019, not counting previous decades, because he encountered Chinese metaphysics early on for his own personal development pathway to success. But since 2019, William has passionately pursued Chinese metaphysics and has involved and layered multiple disciplines like Qi Men Dun Jia, date selection, Bazi, Feng Shui, and Yi Jing into his practice in order to help clients be more successful and find solutions to their problems. So with further ado, I am going to pass the baton on, and the stage is all yours, William. This is your show. Tell us how you're going to show us to use Qimen for important activities.
All right. Thank you, Gagan, for the introduction.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Today, my topic is about how to use Qi Men Dun Jia for important activities. I guess if you're going to refer back to the past session that we had, I think, if I'm not wrong, it's on the 19th of July, whereby I talk about how to use Qi Men Dun Jia for manifestation, right? So today I'm going to add on a little bit on this manifestation that you achieve. On top of that, besides using for manifestation, you can do it for important activities on those good dates and times, right? But before that, I just want to recap what I talked about in the previous session. Previous session, I was talking about what Qi Men Dun Jia can do. There are so many systems. Actually, you can see from this chart, you can do the 8 system. But on the so-called the manifestation, I'm mainly covering only the using intuitive, intelligent, as well as spiritual. So I'm using these two combined to form this so-called the manifestation good timing. And if you have been follow us on the Telegram or Instagram or Facebook, you will see this posting similar to this, like 5th of September, which is coming in the next 5 to 6 days time, which I already prepared earlier beforehand, that we have the dates for manifestation, for courage, attraction, inner peace, or even I add on to this part, we call it the day, so-called the day stars. What are the day stars that you have on the day, whether it's a good energy or bad energy? So I have added this extra information on the so-called daily posting. And all these dates and times are from this so-called the hour chart. So this is our chart. Remember that time when we're talking about in Qi Men Dun Jia, there are many different type of charts. We have feng shui chart, we have destiny chart, we have year chart, month chart, okay, even day chart, and now is our chart. So mainly all this so-called formation or good timing are usually from our chart. Right. But before I'm continuing to talk about how to use this as an important activities, I just want to remind everyone that if you want to do the good activities or even or the manifestation, you need to be in the so-called the neutral state or stable state, or neutral or stable. If you are in the downward spiral, okay, you have to be careful, because in under downward spiral, you might feel stuck, or your capability will be actually will be hindered. So that's why you need to put yourself into a stable stage, or even at least stable, or if positive, to be good. But how do you do that? How do you do that? Okay, that's a very simple way to do it. Remember the date and time given, or just back the direction. Then you start to count 64 to 1. You breathe in and breathe out slowly. Slowly. Count slowly as well from the 64 to 1. So after counting, then you start your manifestation. Then you will be probably at least in the so-called alpha state or stable state. Now, let's talk about the formation. Okay. Those formation that I mentioned, courage, inner peace, and attraction, they are actually, in technical term, they are the so-called the 3 precious formation in Qi Men Dun Jia. So for courage, its technical name is called green dragon return. For inner peace is flying bird fall into cave. And the attraction is jade maiden, okay, jade maiden watching the door. So these are the technical terms, but I translated into a simple naming called courage, inner peace, and attraction. Okay, but what can this formation do, right? So you can see, it can, in terms of activities, it can be that be at the right place at the right time to launch specific activities. Example, you might want to present something to your boss. Okay, you back to this direction, either using courage, inner peace, or attraction, timing, and direction, and you talk to the boss. Or you are doing a presentation to a group of people on sales, marketing, etc. Or even to the extent you are talking about, maybe you want to attract somebody, that you can back this direction under the attraction timing, then you actually talk to the person, then you have an attraction. So there are many things you can do using as activities rather than just manifestation. But okay, I want to remind you, it's not all the timing is suitable for activities. Okay, later I'll explain further later. Okay, right. So now I'll go into what are the actually example like courage. What is it good for? For courage, okay, is good for to gain a winning advantage in level playing ground, or to have this called outstanding outcome, and also to clear the obstacles. Because in our career or in our life, sometimes we do face challenges here and there. So we want to tackle them successfully. So by backing this direction, doing the kind of activity you want to do, you are able to actually gain all these so-called advantage, or even facing a difficult task, including you can have take an initiative or action to get things done easily, or change the enemies, turn the enemies to become allies. See, so this courage, you can actually do many things. Then how about inner peace? So inner peace is for project or career development. So it can support very well on your building up your career development. Also, you call it things fall into lap. Why? There's a things fall into lap? Because remember, the name of the inner peace is called flying bird fall into cave. So flying bird fall into cave is something like things falling into your lap. Okay, this is a direct translation, okay, from Chinese. So it means that whatever you do, you are back facing this direction, the things will just fall into what you wish to happen and wish to come. At the same time, you also can do it by attracting the so-called the noble people. The noble people somehow will come to help you along the way. On top of that, there are two more things. Okay, you say success come easily, because things fall into lap. Can you imagine? When things fall into lap, it's easy. Don't have much effort. Unlike courage, you need to do something. Okay, you need to make things happen. But inner peace is just like you sitting down there doing nothing. It just fall into your lap. So in terms of comparing courage and inner peace, if you have inner peace, I will prefer to use inner peace, but actually not saying do nothing. It's more easier to attract more things or to get things done. So you see, easily getting what you want. You see? So this is courage and inner peace. Then how about attraction? See, attraction is talking about great for negotiation as well as mediation of disputes, or can foster good human relationship, create likability, or even obsession. Okay, I want to clarify this: create likability or even obsession. You have to be very mindful, because when you're back facing this direction to do the attraction activities, you have to know so-called to have your selection criteria. Because when you back this direction, especially with the 1 star, 2 star, or 3 star, okay, later I'll show you what do you mean by 1 star, 2 star, or 3 stars. This formation is so strong that you can actually attract any type of people in a sense. So can you imagine if you don't do a proper selection of people that you want to attract, you might attracting someone would probably give you some headache or even trouble. So you have to be very careful of who you want to attract.
Exactly. The clarity of your desires, your goals, your ability to deliver or do something needs to be in alignment with your own caliber and skill set. It's very nice and very, very powerful, all these three precious formations, to let opportunities fall into your lap. But if that opportunity requires you to deliver something as an exchange and you're not ready, you need to be mindful of what you're attracting. So the same goes here with the Jade Maiden formation. You want to make sure that the people you want to attract and the people you want them to fall in love with you need to be the right people and not give you heartache and financial ache. So be mindful. Clarity is very important.
Exactly. Let me give you an example. Okay. There's one time someone told me that she want to attract some girlfriends. Okay. He over some selection. He have a few so-called girlfriends, not really a girlfriend. He want to attract them. Then he back this direction, but didn't know that he actually didn't select the correct criteria. He attracted different type of people coming to him and causing him trouble. So sometimes you have to be very careful of who you want to attract. All right. So
So,
beside all
William,
these three, yes.
besides attracting people, can we attract the investment returns?
Not really.
Not really, with the Jade Maiden.
Attraction is more to like it's linked to human. Now you cannot attract things. It's a bit difficult, especially investment, because investment sometimes it depends a lot into many factors. Because in the sense that if example you want to invest these particular stocks, there are actually many people buying into these stocks. It's not that because you attracted, because you back this direction and you attracted, make this stock do well, it will do well. Even you do the courage or even inner peace, that doesn't mean the stock will do well, because there are many influences for other people, because it's a stock market. So we can't really attract or even influence the stock pricing through this tree formation. We only can so-called attract on this tree formation in terms of people, or rather, okay, more towards people. Okay, yeah. But beside all these tree formation, okay, actually there are many more formation which actually I didn't show, because there are at least there are total 100 formation. Can you imagine? Okay, but these are the three top most people like to use and most effective. That's why I introduced this tree formation. We call it the deception, no, the tree deception. We call it the 5 fig, and we have this 9 tun. So there are so many, so many formation. Yeah, but these are the three.
William,
As I said, these are the
can I
three
ask you a
most
question,
important.
William?
Yes.
If someone is seeking for new job opportunities, and want to send a CV resume to a company, which formation is good to use?
Formation, I would say use courage and inner peace.
Inner peace and courage. Okay.
Yes. Attraction is just like maybe you want to go for an interview. You want to impress the interviewer. Then you use the attraction. But you are applying for a job, you should use courage or inner peace.
Courage, inner peace. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. Okay. So these are the three formation that I was most interested to talk about it, right? So now let me share with you how to see which one to use for this formation. Do you notice there's a 1 star here and there's a 2 star? Only those with 1 star or 2 star or even 3 star is good for those activities. Otherwise, it's mainly for manifestation. What I mean is, all this timing I given can be used for manifestation. But if you want to use as an activity, like just now I was saying, activities, you want to influence people to like you, you want to create a so-called the impact when you do this, talking to your boss, you need to choose those timing with 1 star or 2 star or even 3 stars. If you choose this without the stars, the impact is not great. So that's why there's a difference. Okay, that is the difference between these two. So I want to then people
William,
might ask, yes.
William, that's fantastic information because you and Armen have been doing fantastic in the Telegram group and on social media, doing sharing these daily dates and timings for courage, attraction, and inner peace. And today we are explaining a little bit more in depth on these three. So people who are not a part of the Telegram channel, we encourage you to please come join us and hang out there with us. But what I want to share here is and ask a question like, the criteria for which we need to select on a daily basis for manifestation or activity depends upon these little subtle nuances with the stars, right? Like if I wanted to, like I have a big presentation, initial, conversation, I would say, not a presentation, a conversation between really strong, like a project that I'm really hoping to get this weekend. So based upon my outcome that I want to achieve for that meeting, I would select whether I want inner peace or attraction. Because I think I've been using attraction for a couple of weeks. So I think that's why I got the meeting. I'm just going to be very clear here. We are not only just sharing the information on social media and especially in our Telegram channel, we actually, all five of us, and I know Kenny's not here today, he's doing a presentation. We all apply this ourselves as well. Like I said many times, I will not share or do anything that I don't believe in and I don't do it myself. So this is where I was hoping to use the attraction dates and times. And I even told William in private message, William, why are they all at 5:30 in the morning? I can't wake up at 5:30. He had to find other dates for me too. So that's fantastic. So as a testimonial, I'm sharing that the attraction has worked. I've got a very important meeting this weekend. So I'm going to probably use inner peace so that the project just falls in my lap. So there you go. Thank you.
You're welcome. Right. So you see, all this timing, in fact, when I chose this timing, I took away those midnight time, because I believe that I'm thinking out loud that that is the time when people are sleeping. So who you want to attract to? You get what I mean? Unless you are a person who is you are in a different time zone, you want to attract somebody on different time zone, then probably this might work at during nighttime. Example, I'm based in Singapore, and Gagan, you are in Dallas. So let's say you want to talk to me during your daytime, or even I want to talk to you during my daytime, which is your nighttime. It could be right now midnight as well. So you can choose the midnight time. It's okay, right? So
Yeah.
why I'm saying all these things, because I want to just want to share a little bit extra, is that last time already thought that all these activities you have to be face to face. As you know, during the COVID, okay, there are a lot of things cannot be done face to face.
Correct.
See, so we do try using video conference, taking on into all this good timing. You know what? It works as well. So whether be it's face to face or it's a video conference, it still work.
Yes, it does. And
Yeah.
I think it also works even when you're not interacting with somebody else. You are creating that energy and tapping into the power of time, energy, direction yourself by doing the activities because you are doing an exchange with the universe to create the results that you want to do. So that's fantastic. So it works in every scenario.
Yes, exactly. So do try on it during using video conference. Oh, because even in Singapore, some interviews is through video conference. So you just back to the direction and then talk to the people for the attraction, or even using inner peace or courage. It depends on which is your criteria that you want to fit in. It's up to you. Right. Okay. Next thing I want to talk about But before I talk about this so-called the date selection, because you see, all these as part of the date selection. All these are considered as strategic execution. So it's part of the date selection, right? But somehow people are asking me, why all these dates? Why all this timing? Is there any selection criteria actually I chose on top just because I want to see the green dragon return, or I just want to see inner peace, or the flying bird from the cave, or just want to see jade maiden watching the door? Is that only that simple? In fact, it's not. By selecting this time, it spent me at least 2 to 3 hours of searching through the website to get this timing. Okay, let me share with you a little bit more. I need to go back a few more slides so that I can share a little bit more. What are my selection criteria? Okay, hope you can see. Okay, I'll do my best. You see, when selecting, this is just an example chart. This is not exactly the chart at the time or hour. Okay, it's just an example. There are certain things that I would rather say I would not choose. Okay, example, if I see a death door, and if even this is a good palace with the formation, the tree formation, if it's a death door, I will ignore this box. This is one of my selection criteria. I will avoid it. The second thing I will avoid, if there's a keng, this keng, okay, this is a keng, or the called yang metal. If there's yang metal in the box, I will ignore this as well, even if it has a good formation. Okay, this is the second thing. Or it can be if there's a very bad formation, even there's a good formation. You can see if you look at this thing, there's a red formation and there's a black formation. Black means bad. So this bad formation, which is not so good. So for this situation, even there's a green dragon return together with this bad formation, I will not choose as well. Yeah, because this will actually reduce the impact of this green dragon return or inner peace and attraction. The next selection criteria, which I would avoid, is whereby we call it punishment. And this is all a little bit technical. I just want to share a bit. Okay, it's a bit technical. Just bear with me. If there's a punishment in a chart, okay, in a particular palace, so if the punishment, I will not choose as well. If there's a punishment. If it's a Fanyin chart, I will not choose as well. So there are a lot of timing whereby I saw they are very good formation, but they fall into this category of Fanyin, punishment, there's a yang metal, there's a death door, or there's a bad formation. These are the things usually I will skip. I will not choose. And last but not least, that I will look at this again. If the hour is countering the day, okay, right now it's not countering. If the hour is countering the day, I will not choose as well. So usually I spend a lot of time scrutinize all the charts to make sure that the dates are given are good timing. With all this, keep in mind that I will not choose all this so-called bad formation to reduce the impact of this formation.
Well, thank you so much, William, for your hard work and for your sharings in the Telegram channel, which is fantastic because it not only helps all of us internally in the team, but it also helps the audience. We do get some feedback and text messages privately that we love it, but we need a little bit more information. So this session today is driven by the feedback that the channel members have given us that, hey, we want a little bit more information here. How do we use this? What does back mean? Back facing mean? Like, how do I use these star asterisk stuff? So this session today that William is presenting came out of that feedback. And that leads me to the next session that, in the Telegram channel, please subscribe and join the channel. Here is the QR code for the Telegram group that we have. In there is a poll that is going on that we would love your feedback on. We want to know more about you guys. We want to know what is it that you are interested in. And I will be putting up more polls in there to get more information so that we as a team can actually plan our fourth quarter as to what can we offer and what can we share so that you can achieve success effortlessly. So with that, I'm going to let William continue because he's got date selection to share a little bit about that.
Yes. Thank you, Gagan. Okay. Right now, you see, this is a part that I added in recently. You see there's some extra information about this Dong Gong rating and even the positive day stars or even special info. So this form an important information for the day, right? So this is we call it date selection. So it's slightly different from strategic execution in Qi Men Dun Jia. This is date selection, right? So what you're seeing is date selection criteria. So remember, just how we are talking about strategic execution selection criteria. Okay, now we're talking about date selection criteria. So what is the date selection criteria for? It can be for, like, let's say if I want to choose the good date to get married, if I want to choose a good date to start work, if I want to choose a good date to launch a business, I want to choose a good date to start dating, and so on, you see. So this date selection come into play as well. Now, not just the formation, all this date selection also makes an impact on that day strength and energy. So you can see, these are the date selection part. You realize that we keep on talking about what day is the day. It's a remove day, it's a success day, or initiate day, and so on. There are 12 day officer. I believe in the very first session in May, if I'm not wrong, I think Kenny spoke about this 12 days officers. Okay, but I will not repeat. Okay, you can go and watch the video again.
Correct. Yes, there is a session that we did in May where Kenny shared about date selection and the day masters, which is great.
Yes. So in order to select a good date, there are many factors beside 12 day officers. Sometimes we may look into, we call this Dong Gong rating, or even we may look into this 28 constellation, or even the yellow and black belt. See, there's so much information. On top of that, we also need to look at the day stars. So can you imagine the day stars? What is it? So remember, if you have been observing those posting I had on the past few days, sometimes you will see the day star or have heavenly virtue, money virtue, noble, and so on. These are the good day stars on that day. So that's make so the selection criteria as well important. On top of that, we also have what kind of activity is suitable, right? You can see that on this day or this particular day, it actually is not suitable for seeking medical treatment, not suitable for traveling, or even not suitable for doing financial activities. However, it's suitable to constructing roof, marriage, groundbreaking, moving house, networking, and so on. So these are the extra information in the date selection. And not forgetting, remember, as I was saying, there's another part we call it day special info. So on the day special info, sometimes you will have, example, like we have a monthly robbery shark. What does it mean? Or we have we call it Phoenix Day, Unicorn Day. Or what does it mean on this day? Even we have we call it the Yangon Disasters Day. So these are the dates and time whereby actually contribute a little bit impact to the day energy. Right. So date selection in all is a very complex, so-called a complex studies or complex way to choose a good date. You have to study many things involved. However, if you imagine if I don't choose a good date, if I'm not fall into all these criteria into place, then it's kind of difficult to get a very good date. Okay, because every day change. Sometimes we have to be selective on certain situation that we ignore certain good or bad energy, or even certain good energy, and we are okay with the dates. So it depends on situation and how serious is this so-called the activities they are going to do on the day by day. So these are the selection criteria for date selection in all. Yeah. So I more or less have actually roughly completed the so-called the date selection as well as the strategy execution. So moving forward, I may want to share a little bit more on other things and so on. So I'll pass the stage back to Gagan.
All right, thank you. I wanted to wrap up the session, but before we go, I want to talk about the Period 9 masterclass that we are holding in a few weeks on September 14th and 15th. It's a weekend, and I want to just stress that the special bonus that we have that is going to end in the next 48 hours. So we've got a special going on. It's 50% off. If you are interested to join us, all five of us are going to be talking about various modalities and how can you enhance your success and ride the wave for Period 9. It's called Period 9 Wealth and Abundance Masterclass. And the idea actually was the brainchild of Master Jake Yim. So I'm going to let him talk a little bit about this. So Jake, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, this is yours.
Yeah, so we are going to be conducting the Period 9 Masterclass,
Yeah.
and I will be focusing more on the Period 9 energy. So what the Period 9 energy that we are conducting is I'll be talking more about the energy of the Period 9 for the 20 years, and actually plus the outlook of the 24, 25, 26, and 27. So how you will get to see what that energies be like and what you need to be prepared. And also we'll be talking about the 9 stars. What are the 9 stars are that you can actually, what are the prosperous or non-prosperous or untimely that you're able to use for the Period 9. And on top of that are the industries that what would you go in order to prosper for those 20 years of the industries, and personalize that your gua, what are you need to be focusing on.
Yeah.
And I will also share some of the 10 businesses that you might be open or
where the success is, right? So, at the end of the day, it's a 6-hour training course spread over 2 days. And between 5 of us, we're all talking about certain aspects of Chinese metaphysics modality. Jake's going to share about feng shui in Period 9 and how can you enhance your success using his wisdom and his sharings for your house in feng shui. William's going to talk about Qimen. Armen is going to talk about karmic numerology. I'm going to talk about Period 9, and Kenny's going to talk about Badza. What we are bringing together as a group in this masterclass is actually for you guys to take that knowledge and its applications. We're not going technical. We're not teaching the modalities. We are sharing how can you take what we are giving you, apply it, and manifest and create abundance for yourself. But it's all about in alignment with the Period 9 energy. Most people know who are followers of Chinese metaphysics what Period 9 actually means, but most don't. So this is a kind of a beginner / intermediary level masterclass that we're putting together. And the price goes up to $197 on September 1st. So if you want to take advantage and sign up for $97, this is your chance. And that's what we have for today. Have a wonderful weekend. And thank you guys for being here with us, joining all of us today. And we look forward to seeing you guys next Friday for our next live stream. And thank you, William. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Armen, for being here as my partners to share your knowledge and wisdom with everybody. Other than that, have a wonderful weekend, guys. We'll see you guys next week.